Before we get started, I need to rant about YouTube for a second because they keep screwing over all my videos. You see, my family likes all my videos, and because we all live together, YouTube keeps flagging those likes as bots and removes them. I'm a small YouTuber, so I can use all the likes I can get because it helps my content get picked up by the algorithm. So that is why I am asking for your help. Doing something as simple as liking this video, adding a comment, and even if you never watch a single one of my videos again, subscribing all goes a very long way. Thank you. Now, let's get on to the video. Hey guys, Zephyr here. It's been a minute since I've made a Cyberpunk video. Looking at my previous ones, you guys really seem to like them, so I'm back with another speculation video. With 2077 officially done and all focus is being shifted to Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk Orion, I feel now's as good a time as any to ask, what about 2077 will go on to be canonized in the overarching narrative of the Cyberpunk series? These games have been around for a long time with plenty of rich lore, characters, and world building, but with 2077 being the biggest thing to happen to the Cyberpunk franchise, it's going to be interesting to see how the story will fit into the canon, or more specifically, how V will fit into Cyberpunk's overall canon. Remember, this is purely speculation and theory, so take this with a grain of salt. So there's two ways I could see them going about it. The first, and personally what I feel would be the most likely, is V being a mysterious character who went on to do the impossible. Just like in the original tabletop games where you're able to create your own characters, I predict they'll treat V the same way, where you're able to make a character. Everything's all up to you and how you want to play, going on missions, assisting the legendary characters we've all come to know and love, and ultimately, never really showing up again. And there is evidence in 2077 to support this. Because so much of V is decided by the player, even down to their backstory, I can't really see them going with any one life path as canon. Just like how you're able to make V different genders. This was all done deliberately so the player can feel more connected to their character. The only things we can't change about V is their own personality, their drive, their dream of becoming a Night City legend. You see, V is a self-insert character. Yes, they are their own person, they have their own personality and goals, but it's clear that in the grand scheme of things, there isn't actually a whole lot of information about V. We know their journey because we're the ones playing as them. We know every last detail. But a lot of Cyberpunk 2077's content is optional, meaning that there are characters that you hypothetically would never even meet, relationships that would never grow, and numerous different endings. These are all things that we have to take into account. V's story, V's legend would go on to spread like all other legends in Night City, through word of mouth, gossip, N54 news clips describing a mysterious young merc who went on to steal from Arasaka with his friend, with them being the only survivor. That same merc being brought back from the dead via the prototype they stole and is rumored to have the ghost of Johnny Silverhand in their head. The merc who kidnapped Hanako Arasaka. The merc who could handle any amount of cyberware without any sort of side effect. The merc who stormed Arasaka just like Silverhand did all those years ago and finished what he started. And depending on whether they make this canon or not, the merc who finally killed Atom Smasher. Rumors would spread of their amazing feats amongst many other things. And of course, a wave of eager gonks wanting a taste of their glory, desperate to prove themselves as they try to follow in their footsteps. I believe that V will be referenced going forward in Cyberpunk canon, with a drink at the afterlife, with their fate being a mystery, never truly knowing whether they are dead or if they found a way to live. You see, Cyberpunk has always been a bit of an anthology, focusing on different characters and events as the timeline progresses, occasionally revisiting certain events because they were a major part of the story, and with those events, highlighting certain characters that will go on to become an iconic staple of the series. Each game is a new story, with new characters. Even in recent times, it still follows the same formula. Edge Runners followed David and Lucy, Their stories were wrapped up, and references to David and the events that took place in the show can be found in 2077. Then we move on to No Coincidence, which takes place during the beginning of 2077, right before the heist. We follow another crew who is forced to work together on a heist. Each character has their own story and thing going on, and it's revealed at the end of that story that all the characters are actually connected in a very sinister way. That's as much as I'll say about No Coincidence. If you're interested, give it a read. Finally, we get to V and her journey through 2077. Sense a pattern yet? CD Projekt Red already confirmed that we're not playing as V and Orion, and it's unlikely that V will return because their story is over. The second option, the other route they could go in, would be to give us a definitive answer as to what happens to V, choosing one of the endings and making it canon. But I feel like this would just ruin the intrigue surrounding V. The reason I say the first option is the most likely is because it's open-ended. And not having a definitive answer, it allows players to come up with their own conclusions. Instead of just saying V is dead, it gives people that glimmer of hope that maybe somehow they survived and lived on. Or that they did go out with a bang and now their story will be told for ages. And I think that's genius. But I want to know what you think. Let's have a discussion down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.